My name's Joel Lees and I'm 28 years old. So yeah, when I was around 6, my father left home. It really impacted me heavily. I went through some quite severe bullying and found it very hard to fit in at school. And I think this all stems from the initial emotional problems that I had with my father leaving. It's strange as well because my dad was a musician, so it kind of fits in that dad left with the music and I kind of wanted to carry that on. I had a really rocky relationship with my stepdad and I was still resenting the fact that my father wasn't around. When it actually came to the point of me leaving the family home, I chose to leave but then wasn't allowed back. So I was absolutely heartbroken. I'd wake up some mornings on a bench in my mother's garden because that's the only place that I knew where to go. In the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, my mum would be waking up my little sister and she would invite me in and she would give me a cup of tea and she'd give me some toast and then she'd say it's time to go again. I stayed around on a lot of my friends' sofas, kind of done a circle around all of my friends. I was feeling like I was such a burden on these people that it got to the point where I'd rather sleep outside in the street. I think it was just the main feeling was the loneliness and knowing that, you know, there was no one there to help you really. Like you had to look after yourself. I looked after this guy's guitar when I was on the street, and every night when I went to sleep, I was just hugging the guitar. Like, that's how much music is life to me, because that's all I had was this man's guitar. That was my only way of eating and it was my only way of surviving. Being urinated on as a homeless man, sleeping rough, was probably the worst part of my life so far. Nobody does deserve to go through that, and for anyone to do something like that to you, it triggered a belief that I'm worth more than this. I just was asking everyone everywhere that I went how I get out of this situation. I just put myself where I know people walk past and hopefully where the street team walk past. And then after 3 nights, they put me into a hub. And from there I was referred to the YMCA and I moved into my room at the YMCA. The YMCA don't just give out emotional support or help people with their emotional needs. They also help on a much more practical basis. The staff are amazing. It's a great thing that when I think about the staff at the YMCA, I instantly smile. And they really kept me going in times where I was ready to give up. But to have been in the position and stayed in the YMCA for 4 or 5 years and then make a plan to go to university and nail that plan, and I've just finished my first year at university. My music degree is very special to me. I never ever thought that I would go to university. Certainly not as a homeless man sleeping on the streets. Part of my dream is done, and like I said, I never saw it happening, so it's fantastic. Without the YMCA, none of this would have happened. None of my journey wouldn't have come to the point it has now. I wouldn't have had the knowledge and the confidence in myself to go and do the things and believe that I can do the things that I'm doing now. They lit a fire within me, but the future's bright, definitely. So if you're considering donating to the YMCA, all I can say is it's done a lot for me and it can do a lot for other young people. Thank you.